Hi, this is Talking and Stuff with Georgia Van C. Me. This is a podcast for young people to talk about stuff. Real stuff, funny stuff, honest stuff, silly stuff, confusing stuff, and tricky stuff. Thank you for joining us. We love having you here. Oh, one important note before we get started. As the daughter of Sri Lankan and English immigrants to Australia and now also a proud American citizen, I would like to acknowledge and send my gratitude to the traditional stewards of the land on which we get to produce this episode of Talking and Stuff, the Tongvan people, who call this land Tovanga, which means the world. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging and celebrate the profoundly important history and culture they bring to my new home. Thank you. And now it's time to get Talking and Stuff with Georgia Van C. Me. And today's special guest.
And then some people call me Evie, that's what my family calls me.
Evie. So for today, what do you want to be called?
Everly.
You're going to be Everly today. I'll be Georgia today. That makes sense. And Everly, how old are you?
7.
Amazing. 7 is a good age because you're sort of like not super young. You haven't had to grow up yet.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool age.
I'm turning 8 in January.
You are?
Uh-huh.
What day in January?
27th.
27th. Do you know that number 8 is my lucky number? So that'll make me happy in January when I realize that you've turned my lucky number. Because I was showing you yesterday that I have a broken foot.
Yeah.
Right now.
I had a broken arm. It was me and my dad and my sister, and we were playing tag, and then I was hanging from something. My sister was about to tag me, but I wasn't ready to let go, so we just pulled my arm. So I fractured it, so we had to cancel my gymnastics that day. And then we did x-rays. Turns out I did fracture it, but it wasn't that swollen, so it wasn't that bad of a fracture.
But did it hurt you?
Yeah.
I bet it hurt.
It just wasn't that swollen.
That's super brave. Did you have to get a cast on it?
Yeah. I did a hard cast, but first they did like that wrap. And then I had that on for like a week or something. I forget. And then I got a hard cast, and I had that on for like a month.
Wow. Did you like it, or was it annoying?
It was kind of annoying. I got hot in it, and then it got
Did you stick
itchy.
things down to
Yeah,
itch it?
it got itchy.
Yeah.
Got itchy, so I had to itch it with like a stick.
Oh gosh. How old were you when this happened?
I was 7.
Oh, so it was soon, right? So you broke a bit the same year I broke a bit.
And then I had to take a break off of gymnastics for a while.
Of course.
You
wouldn't want to be doing gymnastics in a broken arm.
I like to do gymnastics.
Yeah? What is it about gymnastics that you like when you get to do it?
I don't know. Whenever I was little, I've always been doing cartwheels.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do round-offs and handstands. Those were the main things that I tried to do.
Oh, I can't do those.
And then that's what I did in my gymnastics.
Yeah.
My mom was like, okay, we should sign you up for gymnastics. Because I've always been like, I want to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
So she signed me up for gymnastics. My sister didn't really want to do it. My mom asked her, but...
Was it just a you thing?
Yeah.
That's cool that it was for you. Now, it seems to me, because I was so lucky, last night I got to have dinner with Everly and her family and meet them. It was like a special night for me.
Yeah.
Your family are pretty cool, I think. Do you love your family?
Yes.
Now, you've got an older sister?
Yes.
And who else is in your
brother.
family? Yes, and what's your baby brother's name?
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower. He's a funny
We like
chap.
to call him Izzy.
I think that's a cute name, Izzy. Do you like being a big sister?
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite part about being a sister? Could be a big sister or a little sister, because you're in the middle like me. That's like me. I just realized we're the middle kids.
My mom was also a middle. I like being middle and I like being an older sister. It was me and my sister for a long time, and then Izzy came. And then I just loved playing with him. It was fun to have a baby brother.
It is fun. I could tell yesterday that you all love him very much.
Yeah.
If you were to describe your feelings today like weather, would you say you're a sunny day? Would you say you're cloudy with some rain? Or would you say you're sunshiny with a bit of cloud? How would you describe you inside today?
I think it'd be like a little sunshine.
Yeah.
My middle name is Spring.
So it is that fresh sunshine.
Yeah. So me, my sister, and my mom, and maybe not really my brother, but we all start with like seasons.
Yeah.
Mine is spring, my sister's winters, and then my mom's autumn.
That is so cool. I didn't realize that. I knew your mum had a season name.
Yeah.
So that's your middle names.
Yeah, Spring.
That's
Mine is
so
Spring.
cute. That's a great way. So you are almost on your insides today like a spring day.
Yeah.
Perfect. I wondered, do you know what it is to be proud?
Yes.
Yeah? Does pride to you feel like feeling good about yourself inside?
Yes.
Yeah?
Like whenever I do the splits and I do something right in gymnastics, I feel really proud of myself.
I bet you do. You're going to have to teach me to do the splits because I cannot do that. I'd be proud of myself. That's super cool that you can do that.
Whenever I was in gymnastics, I couldn't really do like a pullover, but now that we have like gymnastics equipment at our house, we have like a bar, a beam, a tumble track, and then like a little trampoline and a big trampoline.
Oh, so cool.
I like practicing pullovers on the bar, and then
You need muscles for those, don't you?
and then like a basket that you do on the floor or something.
Uh-huh.
I can do one of those on the bar.
Wow. That takes a lot of strength. No wonder you're proud of yourself. Is there anything else in life that you feel good, like you're like, I'm really proud of me for being like this or doing this that you can think of?
Whenever like there's something scary and I feel like worried, but then I do it, I kind of feel proud.
That is such a perfect answer. I know I said there was like no wrong, right, or perfect answers, but that to me, Everly is a perfect example because it's not always easy to do everything, is it?
Yes.
But when we see something, we're like, oh, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
And we do it anyway. That's so brave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm so proud of you for doing that. It's good to practice that even at 7 years old because as life goes, you continue to find things that get a bit bigger and you're practicing now.
A little harder.
Yeah.
And now I'm practicing how to do like a kick over.
So you do the back bend and then you kick over.
Yeah. I've been trying for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes I get a little sad whenever I can't do it. I can like do a back bend and then lift up my leg, but then I fall down.
Yeah. But you got to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Because one day you'll just get that little bit of strength.
Yeah. What I'm practicing is like keeping my arms like a hard rock, so they can't.
Totally strong like this.
So whenever I bend, I won't like collapse. It's like a stick, and like I need my arms like a stick, and if that stick breaks like on a house, and then the whole thing will collapse because of that one stick.
What a great way to
one or
describe
two.
it. It's a good foundation is what
Yeah.
they call that. You're building your foundation. Very clever. Is there anything about life that confuses you?
Sometimes in gymnastics, like other people can do stuff so easily. Like whenever I was little, I couldn't do like the splits. I couldn't go all the way down and like all the way straight.
Yeah.
And that confused me. Like other people could do it so easily. Like gymnasts, I'd watched like people do that. It confused me, and I was like, it looks so easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It looks so easy, but it's not.
Right.
It's really hard.
That is such a good thing to notice. But it's funny because you don't also see that they probably practiced on their couch forever too.
They probably like other gymnasts, they probably practiced for a long time to do like easy things.
And you're just seeing the end.
Yeah.
Where they'd be like, oh no, you don't understand. I used to look at other people and not understand either.
Like, I know it's hard, but it looks so easy.
And I bet, Everly, I have a feeling that if you want to, because of the way I can just see the way you are, you'll work your way into doing it too. And one day someone, maybe like a 7-year-old and you might be 10 and you're like, they'll be like, oh my gosh, how does she do that?
I know, like other people, it might be easy for them, but it's not easy for other people. Because maybe they've been, like if they're older, they might be training longer than you have.
Totally.
Then you might get older and then it gets easier.
Right. And also, some people are good at doing some things and some people are naturally good at doing other things, right? And that's one of the things that can feel confusing.
Yeah, it's not so easy for other people to do it. Like it might be easy for you to do something, but then it's not easy for another person to do it. It doesn't mean you have to like make fun.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not.
Because it just takes other people a little bit longer than maybe it takes another person a little bit longer than you could.
Yeah, but if you try and keep going, and we're all made to do different things, right? Yeah. So maybe one day you'll find something that like without even trying you're the best at.
And other people have other talents, so it might not be easy for them to do it because they have a different talent.
Exactly.
Like it might not be easy for them to do what you can do because like they've been training more of like soccer than gymnastics.
Exactly. And that's, I think, what makes the world so special, right?
Yeah.
If we were all good at soccer.
Like a lot of people, like you have your own talent.
Yeah. And we need everybody to be good at something so that there's everything covered.
And for me, I've been doing a lot of sports, like soccer. I've been doing soccer for a long time. I love doing soccer. I did soccer, ballet, gymnastics.
You're trying it all.
Yeah. Flag football. I did tons of stuff.
It's good to try everything. If you were kind of like world president or like in charge of the world for a day, what would be one thing that you would change?
I'd change maybe, I don't know, because there's a lot of rules and they're good rules, and some people don't follow the rules. A reason why we have rules is because to keep you safe, because you wouldn't want to get hurt. Like if there was no rules, if there's a rule like to be like kind, so like no like hitting or anything, then and if that wasn't a rule, then people do it and it wouldn't keep other people safe.
So and
it might hurt.
I love the way you see that. So it sounds to me, if you were in charge of the world, your first most important thing would be to make sure that people are doing things that keep us safe and to be kind.
Yeah.
I agree. Do you know, I think kindness is my favorite thing, and feeling safe feels so important to me.
Yeah.
So I think I might want you as president. That sounds like a good idea. Before we finish, we're going to lift up our hat. And you're going to choose a random question out of here. Let's see how it goes. You were quick. I was like, I wonder which one she's going to choose. And you're like, I got it. Do you want me to read it for you?
I would. What superpower would you want if you could choose one. I don't know. I've always wanted to have like either shape-shifting, because if you shape-shift, you could shape-shift into anything. But if I could choose one, because shape-shifting is kind of like multiple.
Right.
If I could choose one, it'd either be invisibility, or flying. I've always wanted to fly.
Choices. Okay, so invisibility or flying, and if you got the chance, we'll do both. If you got the chance, I was like, and you were invisible, what would be the thing that you would do?
I think I'd make things float so other people be like, I'd be holding stuff and they wouldn't see my hands or anything, and so they'd be like, how are those things floating?
That'd be a pretty great trick. Oh my gosh. And if you could fly, where would you fly to?
I'd fly to like maybe places that I haven't gone to yet. Like maybe like I could fly to parks and like multiple different parks. Like parks that I haven't been to.
Yeah, explore.
Yeah.
That's fair, because parks are so fun, but imagine if you could fly through them. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Well, you and I have very similar superpowers. I think flying, I just have to try it. Because sometimes I dream that I'm flying. I'd like to do it. You do?
Whenever I was like 4 or 5, I was in like kindergarten, I think. We were in Pennsylvania. I had a dream where I had wings and I could fly.
I've had so similar dreams. Oh my gosh. I think as I was listening to you, there's so many things that are my favorite thing about you. But I think my most favorite thing would have to be that you already know that it takes time and that it takes practice and sometimes doing things that feel hard to grow and to learn. Like, that's really special that someone at your age, by the way, like you're teaching, I bet there's going to be grown people watching this being like, dang, she's right. I should do that. It's so important to notice that you're like, oh, that's a bit scary, but do it anyway. I think that's my favorite thing that I learned from you today.
It gives a lot of other people like courage to do other things that they've quit at doing because it might have been too hard for them or something. They'd be like, yeah, maybe I could start doing that again.
Yeah.
Because it just takes a little practice.
It does, and I think that's a perfect message for us to tell everybody.
Never give up.
Don't ever give up. From Everly's mouth to your ears, or your heart maybe. Your heart and your mouth to your ears and heart. Don't ever give up. Thank you so much for talking to me today. I feel very lucky. Now, should we do a high five or a hug? What are you feeling?
High five.
Okay. That was a good high five. Let's do that. Whoa, that's one of the best high fives I've done in a long time. No wonder you're so strong with your pull-ups. Okay, thank you so much. Shall we wave at the camera? Say goodbye. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for Talking and Stuff with Georgia Van C. If you had a good time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. You help us get this out to the world. If you have some stuff you want to share with the world, you can reach out to me via the email in the show description, and I would love to have you as a guest on the show. If anything you heard here brought up tricky feelings, please reach out to a grown-up who you trust and tell them how you are feeling. Or you can reach out to me via the same email in the show description, or you can comment on YouTube and I will see it. If you don't feel comfy reaching out to me or another grown-up you know, but you need some support, we recommend that you find a way to call the SAMHSA hotline, which is 1-800-662-4357. It's free and it's available to you 24/7. Thank you so much again, and bye. See you next time. or hear me next time, or I'll see you soon.